Hello, Capricorn. This is Summer from Tarot by Summer, and I want to welcome you and thank you for stopping by my YouTube channel to check out your midnight love reading. Well, we're actually past the midpoint of July, but it's an energy that still carries over from mid-July, and that's going to carry over into like the middle of August. So we're looking at, that's how I'm counting it, because the energy sort of ebbs and flows, but it's okay. Anyway, Capricorn, if this is your first time, welcome. If you've returned, welcome back. And I'm super excited to get your love reading underway, and we're going to start right now. Okay, Capricorn, before I lay the foundation of the spread of your reading, I prayed over your reading and I meditated. During meditation, I saw this man sitting in a chair. He's sitting in a leather office chair, really nice chair, big plush chair, leather, black leather. And he's sitting back relaxed with his arms on the armchair, sort of leaning back like this, and he's got his arms on the chair. And then there's like gold confetti, or like little small gold leaves just falling down out of the sky all over him. So to me, that means that Capricorn, or that, if you Capricorns are focused on your money more than love at this point. This is something that you have on your mind. This is something that you're thinking about, something that you're planning and working on. I didn't hear anything, any words or anything inside of, while I was meditating. Normally I'll see something or hear something or both. But this time it was just like the vision of the money coming down like confetti. And, Capricorn felt pretty, it's like a very content, comfortable feeling, almost a feeling of expecting it to happen. Like, like Capricorn was like waiting or knew that it was coming in, so there wasn't like a lot of excitement or anything like if you hit the lotto or something like that. It was, maybe Capricorn was used to it or expecting it because he was comfortable while the money or the coins were coming down, the confetti. So let's see how that kind of plays into this. Typically, visions or things I hear, they've been connecting with the reading, so we're going to go with that. At the center of your reading is the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles is actually your energy, Capricorn. This is the earth sign energy. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It's in the upright position. The Four of Pentacles means you're focused on your finances. You're holding on tight to something that you build, to a foundation that you've built. And you're holding it close to your heart. But since this is a love reading, I'm equating holding on to these coins close to your heart with you holding on to both. Maybe I get the feeling that some of you have lost something in your past or in your present with relationships in regard, in terms of money. Maybe you invested into the relationship and you lost money, you lost something of value, monetary value. But this time around, you're trying to hold on to it along with your heart. And this card is at the center of your reading, which is kind of like the heart. It's at the center where your heart is. Then you have the King of Wands here. You have the Seven of Wands. You have the Eight of Wands. And you have the Seven of Swords. These three cards are fire sign cards. They represent Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And then you have an air sign energy here, which is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So far, The fire sign, the wands are dominating your reading. So some of you either have a lot of fire sign, a lot of fire in your chart somewhere, or you're dealing with someone who is a fire sign and they're dominating. He or she is dominating the reading. You're looking in the direction of the King of Wands and the Seven of Wands. You could have the King of Wands in your corner. This could be your mate, either male or female, but happens to take on, it's just the energy that's masculine. The energy is just male. This person is charismatic, charming, a real go-getter, someone who's adventurous, energetic, enthusiastic, very optimistic, a builder, a leader, someone very creative. But then there's the Seven of Wands energy under him. And that Seven of Wands is this king or you warding off the king. Maybe there was some sort of battle that went on between you and your mate, or you and your potential mate, whoever this person is to you. And maybe, he stood his ground, or you had felt that you needed to stand your ground in this situation to let this person know where you were coming from. There's communication coming in, people around, people coming at you, or people coming at him. This person feels outnumbered in this situation. And it just could be energetically, or it could actually be other people outnumbering you or your king or queen. Maybe too many people were involved. For some of you, too many people were involved in your relationship, involved with whatever situation that you have going on, giving their opinion, giving their input. And you're guarded. This could be the both of you warding off, people who are trying to penetrate and get inside of your relationship. Or maybe this is just, you fighting with the king, and you're in a protective mode. You feel the need to protect. That could be going on, For some of you, I also feel like the Seven of Wands is trying to penetrate the heart with their passion, with their drive, trying to get the Four of Pentacles. This is you, Capricorn. Your Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo is trying to get you to see with aggression how he or she feels about you, but because you're guarded, you won't let this person in. This person is being, maybe too aggressive with their expression, because Leos, did I say Leo? Some of you could be with a Leo. Fire signs tend to be, aggressive. The fire sign energy is a very masculine energy. As with, Capricorn energy is also masculine, but fire signs in general are usually, it's like a masculine energy because we're proactive. We're go-getters. I'm a Leo. So we're usually not passive with anything. We go for things that we want unless there are other influences in our chart that water us down. But in general, you can get a lot of passion and aggression from a fire sign. And this I feel like for some of you, this is it. Maybe, you're used to being the one in charge. You're used to being the one calling the shots, showing aggression. But nevertheless, it looks like the Seven of Wands actually penetrates the Four of Pentacles with their communication and getting their point across. Because the Eight of Wands follows it. The Eight of Wands is fast communication, fast information coming in, and it's usually a very good. It's usually a very good card. This information that comes in is usually good. I don't see anything bad with this, because the Seven of Wands gets this point across, and the communication comes in like, it feels like, damn it, Capricorn, I love you. Can't you see this? I want you to see this. Let me prove to you how I feel. Just let me in. Don't be so guarded. I'm not the one that hurt you in the past. I'm here to show you how I feel. Let me in. I'm standing ground on this. Allow me to back up what I say I'm going to do and what I'm trying to show you. I stand ground. I can back up. I'm here to back up. I'm here to show and prove how I feel. And this is the communication that's coming in. This is the action. Standing your ground is an action, is an aggressive action, a fire sign action. And penetrating, actually penetrating, because the wands are coming towards you, getting the message across with all of those wands. I feel like this fire sign has a lot to say, but you have to let your guard down. For some of you, maybe the King of Wands hurt you in some way, because the Seven of Swords is on the other side of it. And the Seven of Swords is usually about lying, cheating, stealing, someone who can't look you in the eye, someone very deceptive, untrustworthy. Okay? For me, the Seven of Wands can also mean, and it doesn't say it in the tarot card books or courses, I haven't seen it anywhere, but for me, the Seven of Wands can also mean someone who has to be crafty in their actions. Not necessarily an enemy. It can be an enemy, but someone who has to be crafty in the way that they do something out of necessity to get something accomplished. It's also, to me, it's also a fast form of communication, like something sharp, penetrating. It may not be the best form of communication, but it could be like verbal arguments, like, something you get into a verbal disagreement with, and it's extremely sharp, cutting, person coming at you with a lot of cutting remarks or something, because you have two sevens here. For some of you, this relationship with the King of Wands is not good, and you feel the need to protect yourself to prevent this, the Seven of Swords energy, because maybe perhaps you've known it, or you've gone through this, or you're trying to protect yourself from this King of Wands to prevent the Seven of Swords from happening. The. the cheating, lying, stealing, or whatever the case, whatever the negative part of this card could be. This person is, in your life, but you're guarded. You're protecting your assets. For some of you, this person could be actually stealing from you, or wanting to steal, or trying to steal, but you know ahead of time not to trust this person, so you're protecting your assets as well as your heart. You're looking over at the King of Wands while the King of Wands is looking over in this direction. You don't trust. And some of you have a right not to trust. For some of you, this person in the Seven of Wands, holding this one wand, is aggressively trying to penetrate whatever you have, because he or she is up to no good. And they're trying, they're being confrontational, or they will be in the month of moving on through. Interesting. Very, very interesting. You have 2 7s and an 8 here. The 7s are about in this reading, 7s are about something spiritual taking place in your life. You're like reaching a level in your life of becoming more spiritual, spiritually connected to whatever it is you're doing, or just in your life, period. Eight of Wands is about like prosperity, manifestation of something. That's what the number 8 usually represents. But in this reading, honestly, the 7 is high and the 8 is. For some of you, I feel like the King of Wands wants to communicate something with you, and toward, again, 7 of Wands is about communication, a lot of communication coming in. Maybe communication about your relationship, about money matters, about building something with you, but you're guarded. And I want to take a look, I want to clarify a few of these cards and see why you're guarded, Capricorn. Why are you guarded? What are you guarding yourself against? For some of you, you have 2 or 3 different people in your life, or maybe 2 people, maybe 2 fire signs, and you're guarded because you don't know which one to trust or which one not to trust. Do I trust the King of Wands? Can I trust the King of Wands? Do I distrust the King of Wands? Or is the 7 of Wands trouble? Who do I select? They're both on top of each other, and their body language, their way of communicating is different. And you're guarded because maybe you fear that the King of Wands is going to stir some sort of trouble with the 7 of Swords here. And maybe you fear that the 7 of Wands is going to stir up some sort of trouble if he or she is able to penetrate and move forth with their intentions with the 8 of Wands. So let's see what's going on. I feel like the fire signs is who you're dealing with, Capricorn. And Capricorn, you're usually the type of person that takes no mess. Wait a minute, cards. I'm trying to get cards right. You're usually the type of person who takes no mess. You stand firm on something. You're goal oriented, money oriented, and you're not going to let anybody stand in your way of doing anything. You're not going to let someone hurt you and get away with it. You're not just going to sit and let someone walk all over you. That's not who you are. You have a very good firm grasp of reality. Because you rule the material world. So you deal with real matters. You don't have time for all of the emotion and drama. Very realistic and practical about things. Why is the Four of Pentacles? Why is Capricorn holding on to the Four of Pentacles so hard? Okay, you've got the King of Swords in reverse. You're protecting yourself from a liar. You're protecting someone with, negative sword energy, that negative air energy. Someone who's cutting, someone who's, you feel like one of these people are not good for you. Maybe it's both. Maybe it's the same person. And you have the King of Cups in reverse. There's a lot of masculine energy over here. You feel like this person or these people in your life is or are a liar, a cold-hearted person who will cause harm in your life. Someone who's not who they say they are, someone who's manipulative, self-serving. Someone who's, about themselves. The Four of Cups is in reverse. The King of Cups is in reverse. Neither one of these cards in the reverse position are positive. The King of Cups can be manipulative with emotions. The King of Cups can have substance abuse issues, maybe drink too much, overindulgent, going to drown you with their sorrows and emotions. Or someone who can't grasp their emotions, who can't keep their emotions in check and manageable, who can control their emotions. At the same time, this person, if it's the same person, this person can be very, cutting. This person can cut you off and be a big liar. And this is what you're thinking. This is how you're looking. This is why you're guarded. Can you tell me more about the King of Wands? Because this King of Swords actually matches the energy of the Seven of Wands. Someone you can't trust, someone who can't control their emotions. Or maybe this is something that you've done to someone else and you're guarded because you are concerned that karma come back to bite you. That could be it for some of you Capricorns. Maybe this is something that you've done and you're guarded because perhaps this person is coming back and finding out something that you've done. But we'll see. This energy could be vice versa. Spirit, can you tell me more about the King of Wands? Can you tell me more about the King of Wands? Spirit, can you tell me more about the King of Wands? King of Wands has the Emperor on top of him. Some of you are dealing with an Aries. Some of you are dealing with, someone who's older. This fire sign, this is pure fire over here. Someone who's set in their ways. Serious, stern. More fire. The Six of Wands in front of the Emperor. This person is someone who's victorious and successful. The Emperor is a very successful person over the King of Wands, and this makes sense. The energy, father figure, a leader, someone who's serious about what they say they're going to do and create, someone who knows what they want, and they go for it. They go, this six of Wands is coming straight towards you. Look at this. Okay. Spirit, can you tell me more about the Seven of Wands? Why is the Seven of Wands here? Spirit, why is the Seven of Wands here? Can you tell me more about the Seven of Wands? I want to know more about the Seven of Wands. Spirit, can you tell me about the Seven of Wands? Seven of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles on top of the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands has planted some seeds and is standing firm on what they've started to protect their assets, to protect their investments of something they started. And this is a love relationship. So this is a protective energy of something that this person has built with some of you. This person is guarded and don't want to, look at this. Three of Pentacles here. And then there is the Eight of Wands came out in the reverse position, right on top of it. This will be a third-party situation for some of you. And the communication is, delayed about something that's happening. So the Seven of Wands is fighting. I have the feeling this is two different people. Okay? This doesn't look like the same person. This is someone else. The Seven of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles is the harvest. This person planted seeds and they're waiting for the harvest. They want to see, everything that they've invested happen, and to build upon this foundation that was started. This is for some of you. Maybe you have a family with this person, maybe you have a child with this person, and they want to see it. They want it to last. They want it lasting. And they're fighting for communication with you because maybe they want to talk about taking something to the next level, taking something higher inside of this relationship or this little family that started. But you're not communicating. The communication is delayed. You're not communicating about the relationship because it's in the reverse position, and you're guarded right here. You're holding on to your assets. Maybe you feel like this person is after your money. But then communication opens up again over here at the end. And because this here is clearly happening in 7. For some of you, this will be a battle in a 3-party situation. Someone's going to stand their ground. You're guarded because maybe you started this this 3-party situation. Some of you, and you wanna bail out. You know what? I don't want to talk about this right now because the 8 of Wands is in reverse right next to you. No, I don't really feel like talking about this right now. We're gonna have to deal with this some other time. I'm concentrated on building right now. I have things to do. I've got money to make. I'm not ready. I'm not open to talk about this right now. Maybe some other time. Maybe else we can sit and talk about things, which way this is gonna go. Because the communication does open up again. And I'm getting the feeling that this is some of your energy. Capricorn, what are you up to? You haven't been the most honest. And you're holding back. You want to hold back. You're not ready to deal with this energy that maybe you've put out there. Maybe this other person, remember when I said I have the feeling that these are 2 different people? Maybe this is the other person that you're dealing with. This person is fighting for your love down here, for what they've invested. They don't want this 3rd party, or maybe, this person has a child with you or children with the 3 of Pentacles. You started a family, something, practical, something long-lasting and meaningful. Something other than love, but, family, foundation. And this person wants more. Maybe you're not married to this person because this is not like a marriage card. This isn't like a marriage card. Like the 4 of Wands would be, or the some other card of Cups or the of Pentacles would be, And I get the feeling this person down here wants more. And they're standing their ground. But at the same time, this person over here, the King of Wands, the Emperor, and the 6 of Wands wants victory. But you're guarded. You're guarded, and looks like you're trying to find a way out of this situation for some of you. With the 7 of Swords, you're sneaking away, you're turning your back. You're exiting stage left, stage right, because this is the right side. Exit stage right. This person is coming at you with passion, with wanting to have more with you, wanting to express themselves, wanting commitment, wanting something solid. And he's running right into you. This person is running right into you with the 6 of Wands on that horse, wanting victory. He or she. But then you haven't been the most dishonest. with your communication. You haven't been the most dishonest with, you know, maybe you haven't been the most dishonest, or the other person hasn't been the most dishonest with their communication about love, about what they've, said they wanted. And now you're trying to, you or the other person is trying to back out. But I kind of have the feeling that's you, because you want to focus on your money, or you want to let that person know, I'm more money focused right now. I'm not ready to focus on love. You could be reneging on an offer. Maybe you did make this offer before. Maybe the swords was upright before, and you were honest about your love and wanting to commit, and wanting commitment, wanting to present that commitment to the person. But maybe you changed your mind. That could be for some of you. Spirit, can you tell me more about the Seven of Wands? Why is this, the Seven of Swords, why is the Seven of Swords here? Spirit, why is the Seven of Swords here? Oops. Oh, look at this. Two cards fell right on top. And they're both in the reverse position. You've got the Eight of Swords on top of the Seven of Swords, and the Nine of Cups on top of the Seven of Swords. Either you, Capricorn, or your mate, maybe your King of Wands, will have to face this energy or soon of the Seven of Swords with something not going right inside of the relationship. Possible infidelity, some lying, some cheating or whatever. And you'll be coming out of that trapped feeling. You'll be, stepping away from this bondage, because, the Eight of Swords in the upright position is the feeling of bondage, but you're not really in bondage. You can walk away from, you can come out of the swords. You can come out of this energy. And someone will be doing that. Looks like this. And the Nine of Cups is in the reverse position. Nine of Cups is in the reverse position. And that means someone, maybe drinking a lot, or feeling like they've lost. They once won, had their wishes fulfilled, but feel like they've, lost this battle over here. They'll be coming out of it, but then they'll be looking at the reality of what they lost. But if it wasn't a good energy around you or the other person, then that's okay. You can move on. Spirit, can you tell me more about the Eight of Wands? Can you tell me more about the Eight of Wands? Why is the Eight of Wands here? Why is the Eight of Wands here? Yep. Two of Swords in the reverse position. Finally coming to reality and dealing with what you've got, with what you're guarding against. This is you, The Two of Swords in the upright position is being guarded. Being guarded and choosing not to see reality, or not being able to see reality in general. Maybe living life through rose-colored glasses and you don't want to face reality. You're not ready to deal with it. But some information will be coming in. That will cause you to put your guard down and start facing it. One more card for Eight of Wands. Spirit, can you give me one more card for the Eight of Wands? Queen of Cups in the reverse position. Some of you is dealing with the Cancer over here. I'm sorry, did I say Cancer? Yeah, it could be Cancer. Some of you is dealing with the Cancer or another water sign. Pisces, Scorpio. Some of you will be are dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. And this water sign is going to be hurt. Hurt deeply, possibly, over emotional, or maybe this could be you with water in your chart. Maybe very emotional, maybe sort of manipulative with your emotions, because that's the Queen of Cups in the reverse position, not being able to cope, not being able to cope with the emotions, cope with the pain and hurt. King of Cups in reverse, someone maybe not being able to provide for his family, take care of his family, provide the love that he once did, was able to provide. But something's going to take place for you between now and, because the eights are very strong, 7 and 8s. But Capricorn, I would advise you to maybe not, come out of your little shell with the money, dealing with just the money, because there's some things that you need to deal with here in regard to relationships. I definitely have the feeling these are two separate people over here and things that you're dealing with. And maybe these two people are going to take on the energies of, these people here, these energies over here. Because all of this fire and passion turns into hurt and betrayal and emotions over something in the middle that doesn't get off the ground or isn't resolved, or something that takes place that's not good. So Capricorn, my dear Capricorns, please, please, please try to deal and not hide behind the money, not guard yourself with the money so that you won't have to deal with the circumstances that are in your reading that's going on with you. Try to clean these matters up. If it's you, try to clean it up. Doing the hurting so that you can create better energy in love experiences in your love life. Now what I want to do is spread a little love on your love reading, because this is definitely dealing with situations. There are no major arcanas, but more so dealing with the energies of what's going on with some of you. Spirit, can you tell Capricorn what they need to, see Flirt and deception. Oh, Capricorn. Capricorn, what are you doing? What's going on, Capricorn? You've got flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others, and deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in a relationship. Let's clarify a little bit more. So you're doing some flirting. Maybe you or your significant others doing some flirting that will end in, possibly end in deception. That flirting, harmless flirting, turn into this deception. Sort of like the energy that was on the left side of your love reading and this part going over into the right side to mirror your reading with the deception, with the Seven of Swords that was there. So let's look at this to see what's going on. You've got chopped wood from Wisdom of the Oracle deck. I like this new deck that I've been working with. I love the messages. Spirit, what other messages do you have for Capricorn for love, for their love life in the mid going into two cards wanted to come out. What's this? Treasure Island. Come to the edge. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Chop wood. Chop wood means stay grounded. Be practical, stay grounded. Keep your feet planted firmly on the ground and pay attention to what it is you're actually doing. Pay attention to what can become of the flirting. Be realistic, while flirting about, what it can be, what it can lead to. What are your intentions? Flirting over chopped wood. You can flirt, but stay grounded. Stay grounded. Stay real with yourself. Stay real with others. Keep your feet on the ground, definitely. Don't go too overboard because, you're at a time where it feels like something is going to come to the head in some situations. Deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. To me, this is where the Seven of Swords is coming in. This energy of the Seven of Swords here. And the King of Swords and the King of Cups in reverse. Come to the edge. Come to the edge means take a leap of faith in your relationships. Take a leap of faith in your relationships. Treasure Island means like the law of attraction. What you put out into this universe is what you'll get back. Normally this is a very good card. It sits in the upright position. Okay. But in the reverse position, this Treasure Island wouldn't be as good because you could be putting out something that's not good into the universe. You could be putting out an energy that turns around and turns something bad into something good into something bad. You have 2 9s over here. 3 and 6 is 9 and another 9. This is the ending of something. If you come to the edge and take a leap of faith, you feel like Treasure Island, you feel like you are going for something that's really good because it's something that you want, but you're not. It's laced with deception. And it will end. Let me make sure that we got this right before we go any further. Because this is a brand new deck. I love this deck. I love the messages with it. Treasure Island. The law meanings. The law of attraction brings dreams to fruition. The results of positive thinking made manifest abundance, appearing as from nowhere financial gains and the sharing of good fortune. Yeah, and the upright position is good, but under deception, it's not so good. If you step out there on the edge, you bring this into fruition, this deception. So you want to be careful with that. You definitely want to be careful with this. I would say, Capricorn, think before you leap. Can you tell Capricorn a little bit more about this deception energy over here? Because the Treasure Island is a good card. You've got metal. That's reward. Come to the edge. I want to see which way this is going. Because this deception could be you deceiving yourself. Like self-sabotage. You telling yourself false stories because you're guarded. You not being true to yourself, or you believing like lies that you've told yourself. I'm not good enough. Negative self-talk. I'm not good enough. I'll never love again. Nobody loves me. I'll never find Mr. or Mrs. Right. That could definitely be it too. Maybe that's the Seven of Swords energy. Negative self-talk, that sharp communication, like I was saying. Sharp communication. Where is it? That's communication over here coming in. Seven of Swords. Very sharp communication, deception. You know, those two energies together, that could be you doing this to yourself. You got the bear, reward about, regarding finances, but in a love relationship, in a love reading, this bear is about something really stable. Something stable, someone domineering. Then you've got the clouds. I think this is you, Cupid at the end. I have the feeling this is you deceiving yourself into thinking, yeah, this is yes. This is like a yes answer message. A message coming in from the writer. Yep. Take a leap of faith. No, come close to the edge. This is for some of you. Come close to the edge, because something solid is coming. Try it. Go for it. Don't deceive yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Don't self-sabotage. Take that mask off. Take your guard down from what you're hiding from yourself and let it happen. A solid relationship is coming in, someone protective who will protect you and guard your heart just as much as you would, or just as much as you do. Let go of the confusion. This is with the clouds. Come out of your head. Come out of your negative self-beliefs and negative talk and negative thoughts. This is like really negative self-talk here. Communication is not good. It's not healthy. It's deceptive. Get rid of this energy so that good communication and communication that you should have will come in. This is for some of you. And the treasure island is for others of you, with the Cupid and the rider coming in with love, hearts all over the place. Yeah. Let it happen. This will be good. This is the energy that you're putting out. You want to love. You want a new opportunity of love with your crush. This is like a crush. You want to happen. You want to see it come into fruition. But you definitely have to get rid of this energy that's been hovering, because this energy is, this is not good. Remove it. If this is you being deceitful to yourself, time to clear up that energy and stop, It really is. Get your thoughts together. Get your mind together. Get your emotions together. Look at this. At the bottom of the deck, there's relationship coming. If this is something that you really want, don't guard yourself. Don't deceive yourself. And don't deceive others. Whatever you put out into the universe can come into fruition with Treasure Island. If this is what you want, then you put this energy out. You focus your energy on something that you really want, something good for the future, or, moving forward. 5, that's a 7, starting right here, right now. And I change this energy around, so you can have something, you can have that energy out there with the 9. Come to the edge. That's another 9. Anyway, Capricorn, I hope this reading was helpful to you. I hope that it made sense and resonated with some of you. I know there were several different stories going on, but I honestly hope that it helped some of you in some way. Anyway, to get more clarity on your personal situation, reach out to me for a personal reading. The personal readings are always better because I get a chance to concentrate on you and only you, and not everyone else, not pick up everyone else's energies. So definitely contact me for a personal reading if that's something that you really want, if you have questions and so forth. If this video resonated with you and you like it, give me the thumbs up, subscribe, share with your friends and family, and definitely leave me comments. I like to read the comments, and I try to give feedback and connect with people as much as I possibly can when time permits. So, on that note, we're out. I'm going, this is all I have for you right now. Until next time, But anyway, also just to let you know, those personal readings that I do are video readings at this time. I'm not available to do the Skype right now, or phone readings, because my schedule is really really busy, and I do this part-time. I do this on time. So anyway, give me a shout, you guys. Thanks so much for the love and support you've given me. Sending you plenty of love and light.